There's no conceivable way that a company can be this shady and unaware. It almost seems like a practical joke. But the only joke here is G2A and their fantastical ability to make the exact wrong decision every time they do literally anything. Go on, just give G2A a Google search right now and read all the articles about the website. Now seriously, you can pause the video, it's cool. Now I bet you that 90% of those articles were talking about some unethical practice G2A is being a part of that impacts consumers and developers. And as for the other 10%, or anything else that sheds G2A in a positive light, you now can't trust that because G2A is the biggest bag of unethical dick lips on the internet. Game journalist Thomas Faust shared on his Twitter this morning that G2A has contacted him and by their own admission several other outlets requesting they publish a pre-written article on the company's behalf. Except they didn't want anyone to know G2A was involved, which is like the most blatant unethical PR move imaginable. Seriously, this is some first year community college level education. I should know, I went to community college. My name is Adrian and I represent a global marketplace called G2A.com. Our company is one of the biggest and most popular trading platforms in the world. It is a place where buyers and sellers of games and other digital and physical goods meet to make transactions. That doesn't sound like a drug deal at all. I am contacting you because I think your website matches our interests perfectly and we would like to find out more about publishing and advertising opportunities that you can offer. At the moment, we are trying to improve our brand awareness and public image, especially among the indie and smaller game developers. Unfortunately, the majority of the public does not understand either our business model or how we try to make sure our customers can safely purchase digital products. We want to make sure that people understand we do everything we can to support gaming community and that we introduce every possible method to assure every side is satisfied. We have written an unbiased article about how selling stolen keys on gaming marketplaces is pretty much impossible, and we want to publish it on your website without being marked as sponsored or marked as associated with G2A. It is a transparent and just review of the problem of the stolen keys reselling. Below I attach an excerpt of the article. If you want the full article, just let me know. Oh, I would very much like that full article, please. Can you send it over to me? I'll give you my home address. I honestly don't know where to begin with this. Every single sentence is covered in back alley dumpster slime. They can't even make it sound like they are just preying on websites they think might fall for this bullshit. I think your website matches our interests perfectly. It makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Look, one understands why G2A would want to improve their public image, don't get me wrong. Their name is about as appealing to people as a dead camel rotting in the desert, but holy heckola boys, this isn't how you go about it. As in the past, instead of addressing issues in how the company runs and operates, G2A is setting about to control the message of how they're perceived. Instead of offering tools and services that customers can praise on their own, they'd rather whine and complain that nobody understands them like me when I was 14 and way too into Black Veil Brides. We want to make sure people understand we do everything to support the gaming community. Come off it, guys, come on. Big talk from a company that has indie developers encouraging piracy as a more beneficial and safer alternative than using your service. So like, I recently saw the movie Gotti with John Travolta, and it's effing terrible, believe me, it's not good. But there was one scene in it where John Gotti threw a block party for the neighborhood to convince citizens that organized crime was helpful to the city. That's how they displayed that in the movie. This is like the crappy video game industry version of that. And if I'm saying that you're doing things worse than Gotti, a movie that ends with a damn Pitbull song, you've really got a problem. We have written an unbiased article about how selling stolen keys on gaming marketplaces is pretty much impossible, except for all the times that it obviously isn't, and all this evidence that shows that it happens very frequently. Look, Adrian, mate, I don't think you understand the English language, or at least the word unbiased. When you write an opinion and review article about your own company, that's the most biased route you can take. That's literally the point of an opinion and review. Get with reality, man. And of course, the gem of the article and the most noteworthy takeaway from it, we want you to publish it on your website without being marked as sponsored or marked as associated with G2A. We just wrote it for you. but we don't want you to let anyone know that we wrote it for you, because we're totally unbiased. I can't even fathom the thought process behind that. Besides being completely, utterly, and obviously unethical, there may even be cause for legal action to be taken against the company, and like any publication that was stupid enough to go along with it. Like, what was even their plan? They wrote an article and they want it published as a non-disclosed advertorial so it looks like the website made it themselves? They supposedly sent that to multiple websites. What if like more of them had said yes? Would they have just run multiple of the exact same article on different websites and expect nobody to notice? It's completely unbelievable that a company, even with G2A's reputation, could be so unapologetically daft to try something as blatant as this sham. G2A themselves issued a statement blaming the employees specifically, and believe me, there's no way I believe that for a second. First of all, your employee represents the company. Second, they are in charge of your marketing as a company, so this does reflect on G2A as an entity. Third, you're telling me that these articles wouldn't have been published if somebody said yes and nobody spilled the beans? I find that a little hard to believe. And fourth, why does only one person need to have an idea before it gets implemented at one of the biggest and most popular trading platforms in the world, according to you? Like, holy shit! There aren't enough words to explain just how disgusting and laughable this situation and the entire company is. They've just given consumers a reason to not believe or trust anything positive said about the company in the future or anything that's been said in the past. What a damn joke. Don't buy from G2A. Never ever do it. Holy shit, I've had like 5 cups of coffee today and I still feel like I have my life more together than this entire company.
I just want you to tell me